Welcome to another tutorial. I'm your host Fraser and this is a Create Vision video. Let's just add that in. In this one, I'm just demonstrating the basics of input failure. Say you've defined your function, right? And you've defined the specific data types you would like in your functions. So I want an integer, I want a double, I want a string. In your input, right over here, because you remember what I said, inputs are CIN and outputs are CORUT. So in your inputs, you have to stick to the specific data types that you pass into your program. Because if you pass different types of data types, your output would not be the same. So let me demonstrate what I've just said. So this is a normal running of the program. So my name is Fraser, my age, my weight, and my height, right? I don't know. What's my height? Anyways, that displays everything as it should be, okay? It displays everything as it should be. Now, let's try it in a manner where my data types, my primitive data types are not as they should be. So, over here, I put, for instance, I want a string. I want followed by an integer, right? So my integer is random, but I've put my age at the end of my integer. My weight is like, for instance, 65. Let's keep it there, and my height is okay. So you see what happens here because I put in a wrong value here, and my inputs were continuous, and I did not state any other values. My variables that were passed into my inputs were wrong because my error occurred right over here because I started with strings and then I followed by integers. Okay, let's try and fix that. Say, okay, I want a string, I want an integer. I want integer with a string and I want a double towards my end, right? What will happen? So my program will enter all the values that make sense. This is a string, this is an integer, this is an integer, up until which point? Up until the S. S is a string value or a character value. My program receives an error and it stops running from here, and my input is wrong all the way. You understand? So basically what my point is, if you're gonna input values, make sure you have try catch exceptions. We're gonna demonstrate straight that later on. But like the best thing is, like, if your user by mistakes inputs a different primitive data type, your program will have a variable that doesn't have the correct data type, causing a problem. So if you're running, like, say, a large data set with a large amount of inputs of different people, the best convention in your programming is to actually add the correct data type to your programming, and if not, you have try catch exceptions, which we're gonna describe later on. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.